Are we really going to buy $50 tractor paint and paint a $10,000 car? Yep.
Damn!
Check it out. I like this gray, and I think I'm going to buy a pint of black, just in case this isn't dark enough, because I kind of want like a gunmetal. Just in case it isn't dark enough, I should be able to... Is there black anywhere? I need a reducer and hardener. Ooh, gloss black. Right there. So I'll get this too. Boy, that's a... Why wouldn't you buy a gallon if that's 30 and then that's 70? But, ooh, 20% off too, baby. Yes! Alright, let's buy some shit and see what happens here. Also, fun fact, look at this. Turbo cans are $16.99 now. When I first started buying these, they were $9.99. That's wild. Might have to grab a couple of those while we're here too. I don't see the white very often. In this video, we are going to paint the V8 Ford-powered Toyota AE86. Wasn't going to work on this today at all. Wasn't even planning on painting it yet. I still got metal work that needs done on the floor. A couple other things. My hand is kind of being forced. The city came by and basically gave us a warning because of all the cars and shit we have outside. We've been here for 30 years in this shop. Never happened before. Don't think it's really that serious, but the old man, he's a boomer, so he's freaking out. So, this needs to go outside and sit, which is fine. I have parking spots for it. It actually looks like a car, whereas like the 1950 Chevy or the 67 Impala, there's no glass. They're laying on the ground. They're cut, you know, the 50 Chevy's still cut in half. Those need to come inside. That needs to go outside. And if it's going to go outside and sit, I don't really want it sitting the way it is. Got like body work and shit. We could just kind of give it a quick, you know, scuff and prime. But I've been wanting to try out tractor paint. You can buy a gallon of tractor paint, hardener, thinner, and everything for like 80, 90 bucks. Been wanting to do it. This is the perfect car for it. It's not perfect by any means. It's just fun. It's nice. It's semi-straight, but it's not perfect. We're not going for any of that. I'm going to drive this and beat the living hell out of it. Just have some fun. If I want a perfect car, that's what the CRX is for. You know, the 5,000 hour build. That is not this build. This is just a fun, drifty, burnout machine. Have some fun, have some laughs. We're going to get this thing painted in this video. First thing I need to do is get it up on jack stands, get all the wheels off of it. I need to tape a bunch of stuff off. I need to sand everything. We still have body work that needs done. We still have a little bit of fiberglass work that needs done. If I get it sitting on jack stands and I can tape everything off, it makes it a lot easier whenever you go to sand stuff, because you don't want to be sanding a door edge and catch your trim, sanding anything else and catch it. I'm also going to take the tail lights, all the stuff like that off. I actually have new tail lights, a new license plate surround. I have all that for it. I'm not going to put them on until we get it painted. Really didn't want to do this right now. Also, I hate that antenna. Probably going to cut that off and weld it up. We don't need an antenna anymore. It's 2025. Didn't want to do any of this. I've said that 4 times in 2 minutes. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Let's get to work. All right, before we get started, I should probably show you what I got, what it costs, and really what you need. In reality, if we were going like super duper low buck, you can just spray tractor paint, implement paint. It's just a really cheap enamel paint, essentially. But the bad thing with it is a lot of implement paint you can brush on, which is fine for a tractor. Not a big fan of it on cars, so it's always good to get a little bit of reducer to thin it out so it's going to be easier to spray. Another problem with implement paint is sometimes it can take forever to dry. I know guys who have painted tractors, takes days to dry sometimes, especially if it's cold like it is right now. So it's also good to get a hardener. Everything together with all of it was, I think, $102.51, something like that. Super cheap. Also, definitely didn't need the black, but I looked at a bunch of pictures of the Massey Ferguson gray online, and apparently there's just a bunch of different shades. Now, I'm sure Rust-Oleum has the same color every single time, but it's hard to tell in pictures. Sometimes it looks really dark gunmetal. Sometimes it looks light, almost like a light gray primer. I definitely don't want it light. I really want kind of this color. I want it a little bit darker. Obviously, it would be a little bit nicer. but kind of silvery almost. I know we're not going to have any silver pearl. We could probably add some to it because I might have some up in the cabinet somewhere. If it's not dark enough, I want to be able to add to it. Anytime you're mixing paint, you need to stay with the same brand. I found some gloss black, and if that isn't dark enough, we'll add it to it. If for some reason it's perfect straight out of the can, I could always use this black for something else. I'm going to end up repainting all of this trim that is flaking off. It's had like a, I think it's like a black rubber coating on it, and it's just worn off all around it. You can also just use a rattle bomb. It's a hell of a lot easier. Even if you were doing a nicer job and you took this out of it, this was 20 bucks. Also, everything was 20% off. That made this really good. You know, you'd have been in this for $80, and that's with reducer and hardener. If you just wanted the paint, you know, maybe it's Texas in the summer and it's 100 degrees, don't need to worry about reducer, don't need to worry about that. This, with the discount, was 55 bucks. So, hard to beat. We got a lot of paint, but we are very far from painting, as you can tell. Let's jack it up, do all the other shit I said a couple minutes ago, get to work. I got the wheels off. I'm rolling the windows up. It makes it a hell of a lot easier to tape them off with them up. And I saw this. So what the hell is that? That's the cover for the mirror, obviously. But we got a friggin' butterfly knife. Holy shit. Thank God I got my gloves on. I probably just caught an accessory case. Somebody go back and watch the first video whenever I bought this car and see if I even found this then. It's probably a year ago. Granted, the poor girl sat for 11 months of that year, but holy shit, that's creepy. We'll probably throw those away just in case they got DNA on them, and I'm going to change my gloves. All right, let's keep working. Just ran out of diesel. I swear this happens every video now. It's so cold that the damn thing has to run constantly. The one at the other shop is a 10-gallon, not a 5-gallon. It died on the Suburban video. So holy shit. And I'm usually working at night. I'm not going to get gas at 3 in the morning or whatever time it is. So we are going to run like hell. I'm going to get all the lights off, and I popped the antenna out. I want to get that welded in. Need to put a piece of sheet metal in there. But tomorrow, we'll be able to just come in and sand. We won't have to mess with it. Taping stuff off takes forever. It sucks. I hate it. But makes it really nice. We can just buzz it. Also, this body is pretty damn straight, to be honest with you. A couple little spots on the hood. But the sides and everything are better than I thought, to be honest with you. All right, let's get moving. All right, can't feel my fingers, and my nose is running. It gets cold quick in this little uninsulated shop. Let's put this guy over here. Oh, damn, I'm cold. Oh, woo, it's cold right now. Okay, I'm gonna grind this down and finish welding it. Oh, I can't feel my fingers, and I am not joking. Okay, woo, that looks good. I am cold, so we'll be back tomorrow. Holy shit, it's freezing in here. I can't feel my fingers. Look how red they are. All right, we're back. The old man came down, helped for a little bit. He's on his way back to help. I was sanding, getting stuff ready. I came back here because I gotta tape this off. I got this all clean. There was just caked on dirt in there. I couldn't get it out with a blower. Had to take a wire wheel. These old decals are on here so good. You have no idea, and I really don't want to sand them off if I don't have to, because you'll just clog up paper constantly. I'm trying to hit it with a heat gun and get some of this off before he gets back, and then We're going to hit this thing together and hopefully get it ready for paint here pretty quick. Let's go! All right, so what is the plan now?
I'm going to fix as many dents as I can find tonight.
You should fix all the dents is what you're supposed to do.
As many dents as I can find tonight.
Right.
And then
it's already 9 o'clock, so it's past your bedtime.
And
so
you're gonna sand the rest of the car down.
I'm gonna sand the rest of the car, get it ready to paint.
And then I'll come in the morning and paint, or I'll come in the morning and see what you tried to paint. And
what if I get it all done real quick and then I'm like, hey, I'm sitting over here jerking off.
And then you're gonna wait until like Tuesday and I'll have to redo it.
Yeah.
Is there any truth to that statement?
You're probably painting in the morning, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
That's probably the plan.
Because it's going to take me about 15 or 20 minutes, and she's going to be painted.
Yeah. It's not bad. I was surprised at how... The only thing that's going to be... Is this factory clear that is lifting, or is that something somebody added?
That's factory clear.
But it seems like there was more clear because there was clear over the pinstripe, and they wouldn't do that from the factory.
This was probably cleared again. I mean, what year is the thing? An 80...
86?
Yeah, it's been painted more than once.
Yeah, so that's what I was worried about.
Yeah.
Oh, did you open up the... You opened up the paint already. Let's do that. Let's show that.
You want to show the paint?
I did not show the paint.
Are you going to show the quality of the paint?
Well, I didn't look at the quality, I'll be honest with you.
Well, I'm telling you what.
55 bucks a gallon.
Rust-Oleum stuff there. And I must admit, this will be the first time I've painted a car with this. Now, I've painted a tractor or two.
Did you use a brush, or did you use...
I used a paint gun.
Now, you used to paint cranes. Is this the shit you use when you painted cranes?
Yeah.
There you go.
It's pretty dang close.
See, that's actually not bad.
And that is the color right there. And that is going to be...
So you don't think we need to add any black at all, then?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Now, here's a dumb
But
question.
here's the thing. Usually when I start painting stuff, you come in the middle of it and try and change it.
That's what I was getting ready to ask. Can we add pearl to this?
No.
There's no sparkles I can add, no nothing?
We could probably throw some pearl on the last coat or something.
That's what I'm thinking, because I think we
have
still
a little bit of something.
Ooh, actually,
it looked like a new Jeep. You know, the Jeep grays?
Yeah. Obviously, it's not clear because it's single stage, but I thought we had pearl somewhere. I mean, that's...
Oh, that's...
I'm not doing pink pearl, but I thought I actually had little baggies of
bag
pearl,
of stuff.
Maybe? Yeah. Maybe it's over here. Because I thought we actually had a bunch.
I think you did have a bunch.
Whenever we did the lowrider roof, I bought several different baggy colors, I thought. Maybe we used them all, I don't know. Yeah, we might add a little...
that last paint job, you kind of really got abusive.
What was the last paint job?
The Mustang, you kept throwing stuff in there.
Oh, we might
Hey, look at this.
We might have threw the whole book at it. Oh, that's actually not bad. It's got a little pink to it. I don't know what I like.
It's a pink.
It might go with gray. Who knows?
Yeah, if you went real mild with it.
Apparently, we did throw it all in the Mustang because we don't have any more of those.
You kept adding stuff.
I did add a lot of shit because I had like 4 or 5 different bags of pearl. And I don't see any of them. So yeah, we
used it all up.
It was shiny though. It changed several colors whenever you hit the sun just right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do some body work. You fix dents, and I'm going to sand gray forever. I also need to look up how you prep these. I think you just hit these with Scotch-Brite.
Yeah.
It's just that it has a coating over the fiberglass.
You can hit with 220 or something like that.
Yeah, and then I think I'm
going to rough it up.
I'm going to change these out to like a button head, so they're not a 8mm.
Is it going to show you want to do it later?
I don't know. It's a good question. I guess you could do it after. Well, I don't care.
You got these bonded together. You don't want to take them back off.
Well, what I was going to do is take one out, put it right back in. Take one out because I think I have some just normal.
Well, you could do that after you paint it, and then they'd show.
But I'm worried it would crack. It might pull.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So I don't care if it's painted. I just think the giant bolt looks bad.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I might mess with that. All right, let's fix some shit. Okay, the old man got a lot of the dents fixed, but he didn't touch any of the fiberglass stuff because I told him not to because I wanted to feather it out. I didn't want him to just go in there and go crazy. I wanted him to deal with dents on the car so that I can just come in, buzz it with like 220 and get it ready for primer, get it ready for paint. So I still need to do that, but first, I need to get rid of this, I don't know what the hell you call it. Door guard? Door bumper guard? I thought it was held in with bolts, so I was gonna leave it, but I'm 99% sure it's just glued on. Where's my torch? There's my torch. One little corner was lifting, and then I stopped, but I don't think it has holes in it like the Honda does. If I pull this back and there's like 6 holes in this, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna tell you right now. Now you can use piano wire to get under there. You can also heat the glue up a little bit and then just pull it. I'm gonna go for the heat up and pull, and then we'll see what happens. Ooh, that's on there good. There we go. It took some paint with it. Oh, no it didn't. No it didn't. Okay, I'm gonna have to get a razor blade. Sweet! Let's go do the other side real quick. And there's no holes, which is great. It's just glued on. We could also reuse these if we wanted to, but now that we have the body kit on, there's no reason to. There's no body line that matches that. Ooh. Boy, that side's on there good. There we go. Oh yeah. So much easier when it's hot. Bada bing. All right, let's keep sanding, baby. We're getting close, but I'll be honest with you. Bodywork sucks. I hate it so much. It's not fun. Molded in fiberglass stuff was not nearly as close as I thought it was. You son of a bitch. Fucking air compressor, man. Every time I start recording. More of the same. Keep sanding. Gotta wait for that to dry. Sand it. Wait for the other side to dry. Sand it. More and more and more. Let's keep going. All right. I have been sanding for 7 hours. Pretty close, not perfect. I joked with the old man I was gonna get it done and paint it tonight. It's 6 a.m. He's gonna be here before I'm even done. I gotta sand the side skirts, get those put on there. I'm gonna tape off the door handles, give it a quick scuff with a Scotch-Brite, and I'm going to bed. And then we will let him do his thing. I really wanted to prime the Bondo spots, but I'm just gonna have him do it tomorrow. Let's keep going, I'm getting tired. Okay, my ass is dragging. I'm gonna make him tape it off. He just has to tape off the door handles. But what I do want to do before I'm done is switch out these self-tappers. I should have not done that. To button head bolt. It looks a lot better. Doesn't hurt if it gets painted. You could technically do this after it's painted, but there's a good chance it'll look like shit afterward. And I already lost the, no I didn't. That looks so much better. There we go. Okay, I only have 57 more of these to do, and then we'll be done. Okay, everything is basically sanded down with 320. Old clear that it had on it was one of the worst things I've ever sanded because it just would clog paper instantly. It was almost like still like a gel, if that makes any sense. Usually it gets so hard you can actually flake it off with like an air hose. This shit was not that. As soon as you hit it with any sandpaper, just gel it up. So I had to hit all that with like 120 just to waste the paper and then go back with 220 and then again with 320. Basically everything is done with 320 other than the gas door. I just realized that. Son of a bitch. And then I need to hit it with Scotch-Brite pad around the edges. Tape off the door handles. Need to probably tape off the taillight holes because that's just going to shoot dust everywhere whenever you paint it. But I got to get some sleep. It is 6:30 a.m. I started at 8 p.m., 9 p.m., something like that. And so, very long day. My ass is dragging. And knowing the old man, I told him I was going to work tonight. Most people would call you at noon if they know you're going to do that. Knowing him, he's going to call me at 8:30. So I'm going to get about 90 minutes of sleep and then have to come over here and set up cameras. But, all right, we'll be back. Hopefully we'll be back several hours later and not very soon after I stop recording right now.
Here we are. It's a Sunday morning. Casey looks like he worked all night on that car, the Toyota. And we're going to try and paint that thing today. So here we go.
Dad came in early before the camera was set up and got one coat on. And now we're going to do the next coat. Or next two coats. Or, oh shit. Oh, I'm way too up. Oh, she's real tacky.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
You have room for your, yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, cool.
I got everything shot on the inside, so we're good there.
Let me see your coat. What? Why are you mad at me?
I don't know.
There we go. Not you. I'm pissed at you, but it's not mad at me. Let's see you mix it up. Mix it
Well, I already have.
Oh, it's already mixed? No, I mean, well, yeah.
I poured my paint in, and I put my hardener in.
How thick is it, though?
It's pretty thick. So.
And we have, oh, God, I could have bought a quart, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Probably could have got away with a quart on it.
Well, that's one coat, so
yeah.
It's got plenty of coverage.
Yeah, it actually, well, whenever it's thick like that.
I had to use my primer
oh, yeah.
tips.
Had to switch out the tip on the gun.
Needle and seat.
To a big old thick, basically it's spraying like a 2-part or whatever high build primer.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of looks like a high build primer. Okay.
Yeah, as long as we don't do anything else.
We ain't doing shit.
You're not going to add something in the middle of this paint job, right?
I mean, we do have a quart of black. We could do racing stripes.
Maybe. Next week. Maybe.
No.
Next week.
Yeah. Hopefully in 2 weeks when it's dry. Yeah. I'm hoping it's dry by tomorrow so I can start untaping it and paint the undercoating, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Yep. Where did I put my paint mask? This one's still going. Should be still going.
Hello.
Yeah, your mic's even working.
Hello.
We're big time. We're big timing with the 2 mics.
Okay. Paint mask's up there. Okay.
Well, there's like 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure you get one on.
I'm putting one on right. It's warm tomorrow, isn't it? Okay, that helps.
Hey, take this light
Is it dead?
and go around.
Oh, okay.
Make sure I got everything.
I didn't know that was a paint light.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Push that button.
Got it.
There you go.
Okay.
Go around there and look.
A little bit more under this bumper.
Okay.
A little bit more on the bottom.
It's got a weird lip.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh. Got the air turned on? It's not turned on.
Yeah, it is. It's on.
Okay. Ah, there it is. Down low.
Right in down in there. See it?
Oh, I'm getting old.
It didn't even need paint. I just made him go down there. Wow, that stuff does spray thick. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Definitely dry back here too. Underneath the gas cap.
the next day.
Check it out. Oh my God, it's the next day. I'm actually really happy with how this came out. Had low expectations because it's tractor paint, it's cheap. We ended up using less than half of a gallon, which is hilarious. The only problem with tractor paint, even though we added a hardener, it doesn't need a hardener, we added a hardener to speed it up. We painted this 12 hours ago, and it's still leaving fingerprints. Now, it did get cold last night. I had the heat on in here, tried to keep it at least 60, but still not perfect. That's okay, no big deal. We just gotta be careful with it. What I'm gonna do now is undercoat everything. It always looks better whenever you shoot undercoating after you paint because everything just looks shitty under there. And I cleaned it all out real good before we painted, so it should be fine just to spray. Now, what I would normally do is tape off my fenders. That way we don't get undercoat anywhere. There's no way I'm putting any tape on this. I don't even want to touch the paint, let alone put tape on it. I'm gonna undercoat it, let it sit a couple more hours, then we can start putting some parts on. We're just gonna be really gentle with it. If this wasn't a YouTube thing, I would just let this sit for a couple days, but we got a video that needs to go out. Also, this needs to go outside. The great news is today it's like 65. So if I can get the wheels on this, let it sit outside, the sun will bake it, and it'll probably help it more than anything it's gonna do in here. But first thing we need to do is do some undercoating. Let's go. All right, undercoating looks amazing. The only thing I want to do that I don't think I can do, also I painted the brakes and shit with high heat paint. I really wanted to paint this trim, but to do that you need to tape off the paint, and I don't know that I'm going to have time to do that in this video because this stuff is still, it's not tacky, but it's not tacky, if that makes any sense. It's not tacky, but it'll still leave a fingerprint. So we're gonna just let it sit. The one thing I want to do before I put it back together is I'd like to paint the wheels. I really want the wheels a bronze color, not orange or copper, whatever you want to call this. I want these like a darker bronze. And I can't find the paint yet. I went to 2 different paint stores, but we're gonna keep looking. I'm gonna crank the heat up, try and get it like 120 in here, and then just come back in like an hour, and hopefully I'll be able to find some paint by then for the wheels. And hopefully it'll be a little bit more dry, but I have a feeling we're gonna put it back together without trying to touch anything. Wait back a little bit. Okay, got the wheels prepped. Started painting them. I bought 2 different bronze spray paints. Both of them suck. That one has 3 coats and you can barely tell that it's even painted. This is the thinnest stuff ever. I thought maybe it was Plasti Dip. Plasti Dip, you don't have to sand. No, it's actually paint. It's just incredibly thin. I'm not very happy with how it looks. The other one is basically a gold. Don't like that. I don't love the orange, but I don't hate it. But I think it's time we go black. Good news is I can repaint them if I don't like the black. The black will be good for like a primer. It's going to look a lot better than the bright orange. Definitely a lot better than the shitty see-through bronze color. So yeah, let's paint these black, and then might change my mind in a week and paint them something else.
Nice.
Fun fact, if you do have a Toyota AE86, the taillights are worth about $400, and that stupid license plate surround is specific to different types of taillights. You can have the same exact model with 3 different types of taillights. License plate surround is different every time, so I paid, I think, $175 for that piece. Because when I first got this thing, I was like, these are bullshit I can buy for $50. Pushed it in with my Hummer, broke all that shit. Well, I found out very quickly how hard it was to replace. I looked for like 6 months for that. Messaged a random guy on Facebook that had one for sale. He was asking $1,000 for taillights and a license plate surround. I was like, man, I just need the license plate. Bought that, got the taillights on eBay, and I think they were $3 something, and that was the cheapest set I'd ever seen on there. Be careful with these stupid little 80s Toyotas, because some of them can be very expensive. Same thing we've ran into with the CRX. Certain shit on that I've paid way more than I ever thought I would. I paid $400 for the whole car, and I think the taillights are worth like $1,000 if they're in good shape. Mine weren't, obviously, but yeah, little pieces of trim. This stupid little piece of trim on the door, I think, was like $150 each side. Just crazy. All right, let's keep going. I got to put some more shit together.
The next day.
All right, tried to take this thing out last night. Battery was dead and I was out of transmission fluid because whenever I had the ass end jacked up, it was at a crazy angle and it leaked most of it out. Got that all figured out, and by then it was 8 o'clock. It was pitch black. So I said, we're gonna do this today. And now it's filthy, so I'm gonna wash it, but it's currently Tuesday at 12:30 p.m. This is supposed to go up in an hour, so we are rushing this wash job. That sounds dirty. And then we're going to take her down to the parking lot so we can do a nice little walk around. So let's wash her real quick. Oh. It's painted, but it still needs a floor. How funny is that? Also, my shifter's out of whack. And it's not tuned properly, but it's painted. Ooh. Now we can get her. I don't even have this tight. So Richard just messaged me, and apparently there was dirt on my camera lens. So the footage you're about to see is from that. It's not great, but it's not as bad as it could be. But I figured we'd do a little walk around with a clean lens before we show you that. Very happy with how this came out. Still can't believe I bought $100 worth of paint. I used half of it. So I got half of the reducer, half of the hardener, everything. So $50 paint job, basically. And I didn't even know it until I talked to Dad. He used the $4 Temu paint gun. So we went crazy low buck on this fucking thing. And it came out pretty goddamn good. Still got some stuff to touch up. He did the jams, but not the best. I didn't even think we were going to paint the jams, so we need to do those a little bit. But he did do under the hood and everything, so came out pretty damn good. I'm so freaking happy. The front end I love. These turn signals made it for me. I just got those, and they didn't look like they were going to fit. I had to drill and trim a little bit after it was painted, which sucked, but looks good. Let me know what you guys think about the wheels. I don't know if we're going to keep them black. I don't hate them black. They look pretty cool, but I think bronze would have been the way to go, but I couldn't find the paint in time. I can order some, but I just couldn't find any in town. Sweet. All right, here comes the dirty footage. Check it out. $55 gallon tractor paint, and we still have half of it left. Wow, it looks good. I forgot that this bumper took a different type of grill that goes right there where the at the bottom of the hood. I got to order that, but I did get the new turn signals, and they look bitchin'. I had to drill a couple holes for them. Really happy with how that came out. Whenever I get the grill in there, it'll also fix that little divot because it'll support the bumper a little bit better. I could not be happier. V8 Ford powered Toyota, baby. I don't know if I love the black wheels. We might end up changing the color on those, but they look damn better than they did orange, especially with the gray. Massey Ferguson tractor color. Damn, that looks so good. I love it. Also, it's cool seeing the roll cage from the back. Still got a lot of work to do on this. You should always paint it dead last, but she's gonna sit outside for a couple weeks and I wanted it to be painted. And I am very happy that we did. 5.0 Toyota AE86. People were calling it, somebody said it was a poor man's Fox body Mustang, and then people were commenting, bullshit, that's worth 3 times as much as a Fox body Mustang because these Toyotas are so expensive. So other people were calling it the expensive Fox body Mustang. I like that. Just a wannabe. It's a Japanese Fox body. That's what it is. Damn, that looks good. Cool. Holy shit, I love it. I cannot believe how good this paint came out. Way better than I was expecting. So much better than I was expecting. The fact that it was still tacky like 18 hours later, I really started getting nervous. We have like 2 runs on it. Usually if paint takes that long to dry, you'll just have runs everywhere. There's 2 little ones that we could color sand or repaint. We have so much paint left, we could do whatever we wanted. I'm very happy with how it came out. I am a big fan of tractor paint. I don't believe I've ever used it before. I've bought really cheap single stage paint before, which is essentially what it is, but never bought it from the store. I got this paint at Tractor Supply 3 days ago, something like that, and she's already painted and looking good. Damn, I love it so much. Never supposed to film with the sun directly in your face, and I see why, but we're gonna have to do it here because I already have the 67 Impala in the shop. So baby, the Supernatural Impala is back, and yeah. This one will be back on the channel in a couple weeks. We got a lot of sheet metal work to do, a lot of just buttoning up stuff, but we should be able to probably, that's never good, should be able to finish it in the next video. So very exciting, looks so good. Very, very happy. Let me know what you guys want to see me work on next. You want me to jump on Baby? You want me to get back on the Corvette? You want me to get back on Pole Barn Garage's Suburban? I just got brand new rocker panels for it, and I have all the stuff to fix the brakes. So let me know what you want, because I haven't decided what I'm working on Friday's video. So if you aren't subscribed, please hit that button now. For the coolest merchandise on the planet, go to Caseyscustoms.com. Thank you! Interrupted my outro, but I'll take it. Always here for the fans. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, comment, all the good shit they tell you at the end of videos. And check out some of my other videos. Peace! Toothless Customs out. I swear to God I'm getting my tooth fixed this week. If I have to find some guy with fiberglass who can fix it himself. Love you, bye.